What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, The World of I, who is I, me, Leon. Today I got an experience to share with you guys. So this past summer I actually went to Bonnaroo for the first time. Now Bonnaroo is a camping, music and art festival in Manchester, Tennessee. It goes on for about, I think it was like 3 to 4 days it went on for. Typically it's like early June that they have it. And so this year was my first time ever going to that. Now, this is not essentially my first camping festival. When I was studying abroad in Peru, I actually went to a festival called Savamanos, which is kind of like a clever way to say like to the jungle we go, because this music festival was actually a weekend music festival in the jungles in Peru. So you can only imagine what type of experience came with that. But today I'm here to talk to you about Bonnaroo. Now I know festival season is already kind of coming to an end. However, a lot of the more popular festivals have already started selling tickets, and I know there's a bunch of people out there still debating that's never been to a music festival, like, man, should I actually invest in going into one? And I'm gonna tell you right now, that was probably one of the best investments I made this year. I had an amazing time. Definitely want to share this experience with you guys, and just from my point of view. So where do I start? Where do I begin? Let me see. So the first thing I would say is, once you get your ticket, they actually send you a little package in the mail. And so they send you like this bag. And in this bag, you're gonna get like buttons. I think it came with like a coloring book. And then also you're gonna get all types of like, you're gonna get a bandana from Bonnaroo. I don't even think I have that in here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they're gonna send you like a bandana. Let me see if I can get that. I think it's the other way around. So yeah, they're gonna send you like, they're just gonna send you a bunch of stuff in the mail, and it's gonna have a bunch of little random things inside that bag in relation to Bonnaroo. So I'm from North Carolina, so I had to drive, I think that was like what, 5 hours to Manchester, Tennessee, and the drive was pretty dope. It was pretty chill. You know, we kind of took the country scenic side route to get there, so that was kind of cool, seeing nature and all those things like that. And as you're getting closer, you're gonna know you're getting closer, because you're gonna start to see more and more police officers as you get there. And then pretty much once we pulled up, we went through security. They checked our stuff to make sure you don't have like glass and other things that you shouldn't be having. And then pretty much they line everybody up in rows, and to the left of your vehicle is where you set up your tent. All right, we made it. Just got settled in. This is where I'm gonna be living at the next 4 days. But yo, it's hella people out here, man. That was pretty awesome. I like camping, I like being outside, so for me that was pretty cool. Now for this trip I went with one friend of mine, my boy JT. Yo JT, you ready to meet some new people, man? It was also his first time, and as we were leaving, he told me how much he enjoyed it as well too. So I'm glad that he got to come along on that and share that experience with me. So once you get all set up and everything like that, for me, we got there pretty early, because of course the earlier you get there, the closer you are to the entrance. So we got there way early, before any of the festivities started, and before the kind of center place called Bonnaroo, and that's where they have all the stages where all the music's going to be. I think they had like over like 100 some artists. They had a whole bunch of things going on. They had, of course, music. They had art there. They had like yoga and Pilates in the morning, karaoke. I mean, they had a whole list of things to definitely keep everybody entertained. And I don't even know how many people attended this thing. I'm pretty sure it was well in the thousands. Like, it was a whole bunch of people. I probably should look that up. So this year they had 65,000 people attend Bonnaroo this year. So you get a large crowd of different varieties of people, all good, positive vibes. I noticed, like I said, I got there early. So once Bonnaroo had opened up, and like I said, that's where they have all the stages and everything. While you're in line waiting to get in, people high-fiving each other, just screaming "Happy Roo, welcome to the farm," because Bonnaroo's on a farm, I guess. I guess it used to be a farm or a ranch, and that's where they hold Bonnaroo at. Now, at least when I got into Bonnaroo, I kind of got that feeling of like a state fair type vibe, but I realized it was much more than that, much deeper than that. Essentially, once you get into Bonnaroo, it's kind of hard to figure out where everything is at because the stages where all the performers go on have like these weird names, or at least confusing names. At least I thought the stages are gonna have like what stage, which stage, who stage, this tent, that tent, and so it gets kind of confusing. But in the end, I thought there was kind of a method to the madness, to where as you're getting lost trying to find all these stages, you're running into other things that they have. Also had like this barnyard kind of in the center where they had parties, like a hip hop party, like an 80s funk type party. They also had this thing called like the Oasis, which it was kind of like a man-made like beach. It was full of sand and volleyball, and that's where I actually got to see Chance the Rapper. He was playing volleyball, or I would say handball. It wasn't quite volleyball. I'll let you guys decide. Now, for me, the biggest thing that attracted me to Bonnaroo was the music. I'm a huge music fan of all different types of genres of music. So, for example, I got to see tons of different artists, such as I got to see Chance the Rapper, I got to see Stick Figures. So yeah, I saw Tory Lanez. One thing about Tory, I didn't realize how short that man was, but he could turn up. He literally crowd surfed from the front of the stage all the way to the back. I also saw Russ. He was pretty cool. He came right out in the beginning, was just like, hey, ladies, show me your titties. I was just like, yo, this dude's snapping. But anyway, and let me see, I also saw G Jones. That was pretty cool because I actually was able to push myself up to the front. And I got the headbang with some of the best of them against the rail. I was pretty much, they had a video going on. I guess, I don't know where they were broadcasting this video, but all I know is I was completely all up in that video. But yeah, that was a pretty good experience as well too, to see G Jones that live and direct. And also in terms of music, the only thing I would say I was lacking music wise, because I'm a huge fan of reggae, they didn't have too many reggae artists. They only had like, or reggae bands, they only had like two. And also, not even to mention, they also had a comedy tent. Not only that, I got introduced to a whole wide variety of different types of music as well as artists. As I was just kind of wandering around within Bonnaroo, I would hear something that I would like, and I was like, hey, let me go check this person out. You know what I'm saying? And make sure I saved their name in my phone so I could check their music out on Spotify. So speaking of Spotify, they did have a playlist of the artists that were attending for 2017. So I also got a chance to kind of listen to everybody's music, and I ran into some few new artists that I liked, so I actually got to see them as well. Also, The Weeknd was there too. He performed last. I don't take my liquor and chase it. That money is the only thing I'm chasing. Extra gold dimes on some gold lines. Give me Bonnaroo, that was an awesome performance by him. That was my first time seeing him as well. But yeah, besides the music and art, like I said, they have tons of other activities that I enjoyed. They had a Ferris wheel. I ain't really going to Ferris wheel. I didn't even have no time. That's one thing I realized about Bonnaroo, is that they have so much stuff to do that I really didn't get to like see it all or do it all. I mean, and they also have pretty good food there, which I was surprised. They actually had something pretty cool. They had like a wristband that had like a little chip in it that you can attach your debit card to, so you don't have to worry about walking around with money. You can just swipe or tap your little wristband against the little sensors that they had at all the vendors for food. Not all the vendors had that. I did have to pay cash for a picture that or a photo or painting that I had bought. Now, if you're thinking about going to a festival next year, and it's your first time ever being at a festival, whether if it's like Coachella, Electric Daisy Carnival, also known as EDC, Lollapalooza, Electric Forest, which is one I'm probably definitely going to try to go to next year. I would definitely say just go. Cause I ain't even gonna lie to you. When it comes to the advertisement of some of these things, video advertisements, you don't see too many people at these things that look like me. But that's not the case at all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's a wide variety of people there, free spirited, loving, caring. I mean, I met people that were sharing food with me, drinks with me. I mean, it was just awesome. People invite me over to their tents to hang out and just chill out. I know next year when I go, one of my frat brothers, who I linked up with, he stayed with a group of people. They have group camping, and that was actually pretty awesome. I wasn't even a part of the group. They shared their food with me, everything. I mean, pretty much everything they had. It was like, yo, my tent is your tent. You know what I mean? It was pretty chill. The people that were camping near me, they were also really chill. Met people from all. That's another thing. You'll meet people from all over the United States that were really. It's almost like a. What's the word? It's almost like a What's that word? I have it at the tip of my tongue. Almost like a pilgrimage. That's the word. It's almost like a pilgrimage of people from all over the United States that will come to Bonnaroo. I believe Bonnaroo is like definitely up there. It's like the top music festival to go to. I definitely think, or at least that's what I seen in my research before I ever went. So definitely, if you're planning on going, I'm definitely gonna say like 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it was awesome. And I know it's a camping festival, so I already know what you're thinking. Like, oh, I might not be able to shower for 4 days, or the bathrooms probably be dirty. I mean, you got that many people using the same bathrooms. But I think this year was the first time they actually had like um, plumbing. Like on Bonnaroo, they had like actual bathrooms that flush. It wasn't like porta potties. But even the porta potties, they kept really clean. They do have showers there. You gotta pay for them. It's like $5 during happy hour, which is kind of like peak time when all the festivities are going on in Bonnaroo. And any time outside of that, it was like 10, and the showers were clean. There was warm water. So I mean, me personally, I showered like every other day. I wasn't trying to spend that much bread all the time trying to take a shower. But other than that, Bonnaroo was an exciting experience. Also, meanwhile I was at Bonnaroo, I kept asking myself and my friend that was with me if he could go back in time, what are the 3 artists he would go see? For me, number 1 would have to been Bob Marley. 2, it would have been Tupac. And 3, I would have went and seen Michael Jackson. So I'm gonna ask you the same question. If you can go back in time and see 3 artists, which ones would it be? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, in the future I'll probably do a tip video or advice video in terms of just camping, or what to expect in terms of music festival, you know, on how to stay safe. So definitely, if you like this video, I'm gonna say go ahead and push that like button. Also subscribe. I got plenty of videos coming on fitness, spirituality, and other ways of thinking, and just sharing some more experiences with you guys. So yep, that's it. Peace.